Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Uli Blenneman from ADC Blackfire, and we're looking at Hans-Peter Stoll's The King's Will.
Yes, we are. This is Blackfire's new game, which will be released in late March, I guess. So March, April of this year.
2017?
Yes, what we are seeing here is basically final graphics, but still it's a prototype, as you can see. And the wooden figurines, they will change a little bit. This is just for this prototype. Okay. But the graphics here are 99% final.
Okay.
It's a gamer's game for 2 to 4 players. Playing time is about 65 to 90 minutes, I guess, depending on experience.
Okay. And are we trying to carry out the King's Will, or trying to convince him to do something?
No, we are trying to carry out the King's Will. The title is very fitting in my opinion, because the game takes place in the 10th century. Otto the Great is Holy Roman Emperor, and at that time the kings of the Holy Roman Empire did not have a fixed castle where they reigned their empire, but they traveled from palace to palace to their dukes. And these dukes then tried to find out what is the King's Will, what can we do? And of course they also have to be careful not to anger the king. This is also in the victory conditions. Okay. And this is also really one of the 2 central elements of the game. Very few games, there are a few have victory conditions that are not 100% known at the start of the game. Mm-hmm. There are 16 King's Will cards in the game.
If you just lay it down.
Yeah. And only 8 are used per game. Mm-hmm. And at the start of the game, 2 are handed out to each player. So he knows, and he picks one. He knows one of these cards, one victory condition is in, and one of the cards, one victory condition is not in at all. Mm-hmm. But the others are unknown, and there are mechanics during the game to find out what the King's Will is. Because if you are not paying attention, you could lose victory conditions because you attracted the anger of the king. This is one of the central elements. Of course, there's bluffing in the game. You could simply say, well, I'm not trying to find out what the victory conditions is. I simply go into the dark and watching what the other players are doing. If we have this card over here, it is for most castles in the game, and if I see that another player has lots of castles, I could say, well, there has to be a victory conditions like this in the game. But of course the other player could bluff because castles have other advantages in the game. So this is really tricky. This is a meta level, in my opinion, of the game, and really sets it apart. The other very interesting thing is this level here. A player who is active, whose turn it is, picks one of these tiles, and then he can conduct 2 actions. Both actions once. Here this would be a very simple action. You can grow corn or get more leather. But afterwards, all the other players in player turn order, they can pick one of these actions. So there's hardly any downtime. I always do 2 actions, and then the other players do 1, and you slide this action back till the king is over here, and then one of the 4 game turns is over. Mm-hmm. And you can determine a little bit. There's also, of course, here these things. So you grow your empire. You can build. You have buildings over here which give you advantages. You have resources. You manipulate these tracks over there. But this is not what sets this game apart from other games.
Okay. So it's more the track, the action track here, and the ability to figure out what you're even trying to do.
Yes, exactly. So this is important to do. And what I also like is hardly any downtime in the game. All the players are always involved.
Okay. All right. That's a very nice brief overview. Thank you very much, Uli.
I thank you. Thanks.